Well, Brian, it's time for a very serious question. Probably the most serious that we've gotten. This is episode 2, I think. So we haven't gotten many, but I'm going to read it. Here we go. This one comes from Sam Buccelli.
Hey, Sam.
Most of our questions at this point come from Sam Buccelli. He's a former student of mine who's now running his own young adults group. Super proud of him. Here's his question. What's the best pizza for youth ministry? So serious.
What's the best pizza for youth ministry? The pizza you can get for them. They don't care. They don't care at all. They're not going to thank you. They're just going to complain that you didn't get the weird topping that they wanted. Like, what do you mean you didn't get extra ranch? It's like, who cares? Just eat the pizza.
I mean, I feel like pepperoni is kind of the gold standard, though. And then there's always that one kid who's like, I want a cheese pizza. And I'm just like, get out. Get out.
Yeah, the kid that's happy with the pizza is not going to come and tell you and be like, wow, you got exactly what I hoped for. It's like with your message. The one complainy kid is going to be like, you messed up when you said that word. But like the 7 kids that were really genuinely touched by that message are not going to come up and tell you that. There are some things that you just have to realize, like, they don't matter in youth ministry. So like just broad, if you're a first time youth pastor, your website doesn't matter.
Very
your
true.
Pizza choice does not matter. The formatting of your calendar that you hand out to the students for the events that you're doing, it does not matter.
These are all the things that I spent way too much time on. Like, way too much time.
You want to know how I learned that these don't matter? Because that's all I spent the first year doing it. The youth ministry was still terrible at the end of the first year.
When you see the
that's
calendar...
how you learn that these things don't matter.
When you see the calendar that you spent hours on crumpled up on the floor, and there's like 10 of those crumpled up on the floor of the youth room, you're like, maybe I shouldn't have put 5 hours into that calendar.
You're just giving them fancier garbage.
That's actually how I got my youth ministry start, was when I was interning at my church. I was the calendar guy, so I just progressed in my calendar making until I realized that I'd wasted half of my life. Here's the thing, pizza. Let's actually try to give a definitive pizza, though. Come on, we got to help Sam out. There's youth leaders who want to know. I'm going to go with Little Ceasars, because think about it. It's $5. It's hot. It's ready. It's ready.
That's the best thing you could say about it.
It's hot and it's ready. I mean, it could be hot garbage, but at least it's hot and it's ready. And the thing about Little Ceasars is there are going to be times in youth ministry where you're going to have what I like to call a pizza emergency. When a poor child is hungry and it's like, what can I feed them? I've got the church funding in my hand. They only gave me $5. That's the entire youth budget for the year. I got to get pizza. And so, you can't go to Papa John's. You can't go to Pizza Hut. Little Caesars, they're hot and ready.
So I attack this question from a very different angle, because I was born in New Jersey, which is the state of pizza snobbery. So I went to Calvary Chapel, Wichita, and I worked there as an intern for about 5 weeks over the summer one year, the summer between graduating high school and starting college.
Right.
And the big thing that me and a buddy of mine were tasked with was, we have, like, a mentor of mine took over that church, and for years before that, there was a guy that really wanted to lead a youth ministry, and he kept kind of getting like, that's not what we need to focus on right now. Like, we have other more important, more pressing issues.
This is the longest build up to a pizza story I've ever heard.
Well, yeah, it's called a setup, man. Do you want me to just jump to the pizza part?
No. Please keep going. I might edit this, though, to like slow zoom on you with dramatic music. So
yeah,
we'll see what happens.
That's what happens. This is why we work, because I assumed that you would take this as seriously as you should.
Yeah, there we go.
So we get out there, and the big thing that we're tasked with in 5 weeks, there was a guy out there who really wanted to lead a youth ministry, but he had just been told no a bunch of times. They were like, just make him feel confident, help him start a youth ministry. We're like, sweet. So we get a bunch of the students together, and we were like, all right, guys, we're going to do ministry, which means we need pizza. So
it's in the 10 Commandments. It's on the Sermon on the Mount.
The pastor at that church told me when I was like, can we order pizza? He was like, the only way I know to do good ministry is to spend money. And I was like, yes. So he's a great guy. Patrick Farrell. Love you, buddy. So we get a bunch of the youth students into the room, and me and my New Jersey friend were like, okay, we're buying you pizza. What kind of pizza do you like? And half of the room got really excited and they were like, we want Dominos. And my friend, my buddy and I, we were like, that is disgusting. You do not realize the error of your ways. Like when we talk about Dominos in New Jersey, we don't classify it as pizza. It's Dominos. It's its own separate thing. You get it when you want Dominos, not when you want pizza.
Very true.
And the other half of the room, they were like, no way, Dominos is disgusting. We're like, there's hope. Like there are students here that have like meaningful standards when it comes to pizza. And we were like, students of hope, what do you want? And they were like, we want Papa John's. And we were just like, this place is hopeless.
Yeah,
it was
Papa
so
John's.
terrible.
Papa John's, Domino's. I mean, it's like what you eat when you're desperate, you know?
Exactly.
But in my mind,
And
like
so
Little Caesars, people say it's like cardboard, but it's tasty cardboard. The sauce is spicy. It's hot. It's ready.
I'm going to leave that alone, and I'm going to give you an actual piece of pizza advice when it comes to youth ministry.
A slice of pizza advice?
You get it. Here's a quick slice. You are going to buy a lot of pizza as a youth ministry. You're going to buy a ton of it because it's easy to serve. It's okay if it sits for 15 minutes when it gets there. Like it'll still be semi-hot, but still ready by the time you're actually ready to let students eat it.
Amen, brother. Amen.
Shop around to local places the fact that you are going to buy a lot of pizza. Like you are going to be a meaningful player in the pizza market of your town.
That's smart.
So tell a place when you're ordering, like call ahead of time. So like if you need pizza at like 7:30 for youth ministry, call them at like 2:00 and have like 3 or 4 places that you're going to call. Call them at 2:00 and be like, hey, I work in youth ministry. I'm about to buy 10 pizzas. I'm going to do this on the regular. What's the best price you can give me for pizza? And get the pizza places to compete for your business because they surprisingly will.
So practical. My advice to end this is going to be just realize that your car is going to smell like pizza.
And that's so true.
That smell is never, ever getting out.
It's one of the sacrifices you make.
And your wife is not going to like, she's not going to want to be in your car. She's going to always want to take her car when you go places. Your car it's a sacrifice. You sacrifice your car to God.
Your car is for kids and cheese.
And pizza. Yeah, there you go. So hope you're happy, Sam. Thanks for the question.